Mexico City, presented by Alita Battle Angel, in theaters February 14th.
We have here, all right, we got here OpTic Gaming and Denial. Give them a round of applause. All right, Mental, you're representing the Green Wall today, every day. I want to know, did you guys go home, take some notes, kind of get yourselves regrouped after yesterday?
We definitely went over some things after the matches last night, and we're really confident going this match, and the pick and bans went our way, and we're excited to play.
Now you're coming in with the upper hand here. How are you guys going to secure this victory to take back your championship here in Mexico City?
We got to just keep playing us. Online to land, we're really good at doing that, and we're probably the best team online right now, so as long as we show up and do us, like, we're going to win it.
So who are you guys going to be focusing on here in Denial?
We don't have any specific player, honestly. We just got to, like I said, just play us, and we'll outclass them and everything. Everything will just come together.
All right. Yeah, you give him a round of applause for that. Icy, do you have anything to say about that?
I mean, not really. I think it's going to be a good game. We've been playing really good this event. We've done a lot of homework on them, obviously, just like they have on us. Honestly, we just have to set the pace, get an early lead, and I think we'll be all right.
So some of the things you guys probably, regrouped on, did you guys feel, obviously playing aggressive, your style, has anything changed since that?
I think our biggest problem has been, like, closing out rounds. We're really good at winning the initial, and then we, like, somehow choke it. That's kind of the story with everybody against OpTic. Obviously, they're the best team in the game, but I just feel like they're, easy to be beat, and I think we can do it.
Do you think that OpTic Gaming, being the returning champions, do you think that they've become complacent?
I mean, they in the past definitely have become complacent. That was a big reason I left. I don't know so much about their current roster. I know they have a lot of anger with Praise and them, but, I mean, it is what it is. We have a lot of anger, too. I'm very confident in my roster.
All right, well, let the war begin. Let's get this matchup started. Gentlemen, shake hands.
So let's just set the stage a little bit. But before we do that, of course, we got to set the stage with our wonderful casters. Fallout here, joined back with Guy Blaze, the global icon, the national treasure. Got it that time?
You got it.
Golden Boy himself, and of course, for the first time today, J Ribs, 3-time champion across 3 different titles, 8-time champion all up.
6 times
I keep
total.
messing those numbers. I went from 10 to 8. I got to get the 6 down.
You got my
Regardless,
thing right. That's all that matters.
Yeah, Golden Boy's good to go. So let's set the stage real quick about this matchup, because I'm not sure if the interview tells you guys at home how juicy of a match that this truly is. Denial Esports, and led by Franchise, going up against OpTic Gaming, led by Explosive. They've played each other over 15 times in major tournaments and events. OpTic has come on top every single time but one. That was the squad that you were on. You had a chance to beat them one time and one time only.
Where was that?
Mexico City. Ooh. That's a great point. Franchise is his hometown. And of course, more recently, if you haven't heard already, Spygate, the biggest controversy Gears has seen perhaps in a long time. The secret Twitch channel of Denial was leaked, and all strats, VOD, comms, etc. was spread to OpTic Gaming, and supposedly Praise and other folks spread that elsewhere and used that to their advantage. Blaze, what are your thoughts on this situation?
Wow. Hey, you know what? I commend OpTic for being able to get that footage, right? If you're going to be sneaky, be really sneaky. If you're going to be filming and your footage and your scrims on a second account, make sure nobody can find that second account. Make it private. Go stream it somewhere else. There's a lot of things that they could have did. So, hey, if it's going to be out there, of course, teams are going to use it. But the thing is about that is that you got to know when those strategies are coming. You just can't say, oh, we know exactly what they're going to do. You got to know the order in which it's going to happen. So I don't think it's going to play that big of a factor.
Yeah, of course. We'll see if it does. And, of course, it's all going to play a factor if it does. In the map picks and bans, let's go ahead and take a look at what the maps are going to look like today. I talked to Fatal Strike a little bit before this match. He thinks that they won in this category. Kicking things off with Slab. Of course, the Autobahn Forge Blitz from OpTic comes in. Slab to kick things off, followed by Harbor and Old Town. Slab's an interesting one. I feel like it's a close quarters map that favors OpTic in a lot of ways. Your thoughts here, Ribs?
Well, to be honest, both teams prepared immensely for this event. Their coaching staff, obviously, the players. And both teams expected this. This is exactly what both teams wanted. Ashes expected this. Fatal expected this. This is Slab is going for Denial's pick. So they have to win that map. They need to come out strong immediately. Harbor has always been a strong map for OpTic. You cannot let Explosive get a Marksa.
Yep, Explosive with Marksa. We all know what Mental does on Harbor. And of course up at the Stern, he loves to press that horn. We'll see if it happens. The Mental signature. But Slab's an interesting one. Fighting fire with fire, perhaps Denial is doing. Harbor, clear advantage to OpTic, you'd say, Blazing Golden Boy. And then Old Town, who do you think will take it in Game 3 if it gets to there?
You know what, for me, Harbor, you got to say Harbor's going to be one of OpTic's best map because, like Jordan said, Explosive with secondary weapons is so deadly, and there's 2 dual spawns on that map, so you know he's going to be able to get something. But like they've prepared for this one. Old Town is going to be a scrappy one, back and forth. Yeah. Both teams are super talented at that map. We can go to distance, but it's looking all Denial to me.
I think Fran has a plan. Honestly, I think Fran has a plan. But OpTic Gaming, though, I mean, they have been preparing for this. I think all roads kind of got to this point. They both knew that. I mean, I think OpTic was like, it's either Ghost or it's going to be Denial, one or the other. But now that Denial's here and there's a lot of confidence, I think OpTic is confident. Regardless of what may be happening on the Denial side, I still think OpTic Gaming is confident. But this is going to be an interesting challenge for them. And let's not forget that they lost a game against Simplicity the other day, and people are kind of questioning, does OpTic Gaming have what it takes against the likes of Denial when they're dropping games against Simplicity? So I say Complexity, Simplicity. Honestly, I think they do. I think we're also discrediting Simplicity, which I don't think is very right.
Yeah, it looks like the players are getting angsty. They're ready to get things going. You talked about Fran, the old man with the plan. Well, OpTic is the team with the championship. So let's go ahead and jump into a video and learn a little bit more about OpTic Gaming.
People have like this idea that like, oh, like we're beatable now. Like people have a chance against us. No, like you literally don't have a chance.
I think that what makes us dominant is the players on our team. We have literally the 5 best like shot holders, like the shot hitters, like in the game.
Could not imagine anyone coming onto our squad and making us better. I expect like excellence from them, like as I do for myself.
To win this event and championship, I feel like we just have to play our game, just keep doing what we're doing.
There's levels to what we do, and that's what we're here to show.
Oh, captain, my captain. And it seems like Gilbert, a.k.a. Explosive, has the respect of this crowd as well. Demands excellence from his teammates and thinks people are absolutely crazy if they think they can beat OpTic. Ribs, is there any truth to that?
Yes, they've been calling themselves the best pound-for-pound team, and this is true. This is the first true God squad, I believe, in this game. The first all-star team with the core 3, obviously Explosive, Mental, and Summons, but then they bring 2 of the most dominant Slayers, most consistent players in Praise and Solars. But on the other hand, I do think that Denial has a winning formula.
Yep. Of course, they also do have a God squad of their own, at least they'd like to say. The merger of Echo Fox and Ghost Gaming. We'll see of this battle of 2 Titans who has the advantage as we are getting started in map number 1. It will be on the slab, and to give you all the action, we have Golden Boy and Blaze.
All right, well, here we go. It's all going to be a bloodbath, and I know that I'm excited for this one. We're already in the action, but we got to set the stage and jump right into this. Slab will be the battleground, and out of the gate already.
Y'all didn't even get a chance to see it, but Denial came out swinging
out of the gate already. OpTic Gaming goes down. They end up losing 5 players, and they're about to get dominated here. We jumped into this one a little late, so apologies there, folks. But OpTic Gaming, they need to regroup, and they can in time. And Denial are going to start this one off.
38 seconds to start off our winners finals, G. And you know what? Some people will say the winners finals is the grand finals. But Denial, they got off to a hot start. They're setting the tempo. I got a chance to talk to Fatal Strike last night a little bit about their preparation. These guys are super prepared, but it's something that they're not going to do as well. They're not going to talk trash to OpTic Gaming. They're not even going to look their direction. The only thing that they're going to say to them is say, hey, you guys had our footage. You guys had our strats. What you going to do with them? That's all they got for them. They're going to let OpTic try to self-implode.
Well, if they keep starting off like, excuse me, if they start off like this, if Denial starts off like this is a scary start for this lineup. Mental, though, out of the break is going to get the headshot on Icy. That will give him that man advantage for a couple seconds here. But Sleepy catches someone right off guard. Rushies goes down there, so he's going to be all by himself, Sleepy, defending in the back. Now let's break down Slap. Let's talk about this map and, and get people up to speed on this particular map. How are players going to be focusing here? Because we saw it yesterday in the Ghost Gaming matchup. Once that drop shot went down, really everything happened over here by the furnace
area. Yeah, in that furnace area where we just saw that big team fight go down, Ghost Gaming loved those big, heavy power weapons in this direction because Rushies, he was so talented yesterday with his quick picks. His team was placing on perfect smokes. Icy and Rushies was getting so much done with that drop shot on the other end of the map. We typically don't see a lot of team fights over here towards the B area, which is where the neutral hill is. And we know that you want to control as many hills as possible, but that's typically going to be a 1v1 spot.
Solar stays alive there, but you know you had to have a little bit of that squeaky bum time there because that's when you get a little nervous. Also, got to talk about what they decided to do when they lost that round. They ended up denying the middle weapon placement. That's really interesting because typically we would see something like a weapon go down in that first round. They chose to remove any option in that area, and I think that maybe is because they saw what Denial did with the nades against Ghost, and they're preparing for the future.
I agree with you on that one, Golden Boy, because Denial is a very smart team. You have some utility like that mid-hall, then at that point you open another book of strategy for Denial where you can start using those grenades to start baiting people in for that drop shot and kill them that way. Get the mice in the mouse trap, right? But now over here towards the B area, when it comes down to capping his hill, you kind of got to let one guy sacrifice himself, and then the rest of the team just needs to protect him as the other squad tries to bait. So you see the team fire coming out for Denial. They're going to get it down, trying to make a play on it, but it's OpTic Gaming working as a unit to get this B hill cap and to get these points. But OpTic getting aggressive, and Denial's not backing down.
I like the way Mental did that. A little bit of a fake. He went in when the Lancers were out. They weren't expecting him to push out that far. They're going to have two players going to be hanging up. I see another player in the back there. Sleepy's going to body one and right in front. Mental, but explosive. Answers back with two of his own.
With the hit and run.
Tucked in the corner. He's going to be very weak in that HP. Slowly building back up. Rushies right from behind the flank. You called it, Blaze. And Rushies will be able to get the better of OpTic in that exchange.
Now it just needs to get that last 1v1 to shut him down. So Rushies going to probably be a little bit annoying over here towards the OpTic Gaming home hill. Fighting for map control, and actually he says, you know what, Mental, I want some hands. He says, how good are you on Championship Sunday? What you got for me? Gonna get in, get aggressive. He also knows he needs to get this A hill as well. His team working together. A's being decapped, C's being capped on the other end. Ghosts working together. The revive comes through. Brand in a difficult situation, but he's going to get melted. And it's looking like OpTic Gaming may get this one.
All they're going to need is just this one hill. Remember, 210 to win the game. If they hold this, they will win it in a few seconds. And it seems like OpTic Gaming will be able to claw away with this one, but it was a brawler.
Yes,
it went the distance, and that's kind of what I was expecting it to start. So I think Denial setting that tone early, and then OpTic Gaming resetting it is really giving us a lot of intel on how these two teams really operate. OpTic, they want to draw that out. They want to take the fight to Denial, whereas Denial, they actually want to pretty much box it out with you right in the middle of the ring.
Yeah, exactly. Denial has drop shot furnace, by the way, once caught a weapon placement. But, you know, Denial, they love these up-close fights. They know how to slow it down. But the one thing that's different about Denial than most teams is that they love to fight, right? They're not scared of the fights. The fight is part of the game, the
you
challenge.
saw right there when Rushies went at Mental.
He knows. He's going to take this every single time. He's going to set the tone. These guys are not scared to push OpTic Gaming. They're not scared of anything OpTic Gaming brings their way, but we're about to see a 3-2 from both teams, and they're about to play for this drop shot.
And remember, folks, if you watched yesterday, Denial and Rushies, most importantly, quick pick that drop shot,
so smart.
and they do it again. It's something that, honestly, I'm shocked that it still works given how much film is available for Denial, but they knew it was coming, and they couldn't stop it regardless. They get a vital power weapon early on, Blaze.
Oh, but OpTic, they kept the pressure on, and here comes the flank. Rushies trying to back up, but OpTic on the home hill, and this is something that OpTic Gaming is just known for, bringing that pressure. He's going to be able to take Mental, but he does have one drop shot left. We'll see if Rushies decides to use it. No points being acquired by OpTic, but these players are so good being able to cause commotion on their opponent's side of the map so that the players who do die from OpTic, they're going to spawn up and cap the A hill, cap the B hill. These guys know that they just need to be as annoying as possible until their teammates get everything else done on the other side of the map.
Going over to Explosive, he's going to be so weak, and finally he's going to get dropped. No one there to pick him up, I should say, at that moment. But I think that when the game draws out and Denial aren't able to get that quick win, I have to favor OpTic Gaming. They play around the enemy team so well, and they really bait them into where they want them to be. And Denial thrive in that, in the moment, in your face, Gears of War. And they got what they wanted with that drop shot, but it didn't lead to a win. Mental, though, he's going to stay alive as he takes down Rushy. Another one going to be in front of him. That's Rezik. He's got to watch his right, too, because a player was actually going to be going outside of the courtyard there. That's 2. Woo! That's going to be Sleepy, but Rezik gets the follow-up onto Mental at that moment now. Solars, though, right back at it. Manages to secure a C. They're going to need that. And Rezik, he rolled right into his death there. But they got a lot of players down. 3 down, as a matter of fact.
New drop should be up soon.
And 3 for Denial.
Yeah, and I think Solars knows that the new drop might be up soon, so he's going to start posting up. The one thing about Denial strategy when it comes down to quick pick and power weapons, really the only solid counter to something like that is to push that guy out and stay aggressive. Typically, most teams say, oh, they got the power weapon, let's back up and reset and slow it down. But the real strategy is you stay just as aggressive and you push those guys and make them uncomfortable.
Oh, and I like Solar's play there. Tucked away in the corner. They didn't see him. Franchise, though, dives right in there and just destroys Solar's. Mental's not going to be long for this world either. Drop shot still going to be in play. Summons does not want him to get that, but they are going to get it yet again. And now it's going to go in the hands of Franchise. See if he puts it to work.
The teamwork from Denial, you love to see it. But OpTic Gaming, this is going to be their toughest challenge all weekend long. Trip cap domination is here. Denial gets another one on the board.
It was the battle for the drop shot. So I said before, OpTic Gaming, when the game drags on, I feel like I have to favor them, but not when you factor in the drop shot and how good this team is when they play around that very particular power weapon. It works out for them so beautifully so many times, Blaze.
You know, this is OpTic Gaming versus Denial, but you can also say it's Summons versus Franchise as well, because this crowd is split in half. You know, 2 of our best Latin American pro players on the circuit, and you know, Mexico City, they give a lot of love to these guys, and they've both won events in this area. So let's see who's the crowd is going to cheer for and make that and be the 7th man for towards the end of this game.
I don't know, man. I think everyone here in Mexico City just wants to watch some good Gears of War.
You might be right about that.
I'm with him. I just want to see some great gameplay. Round 4 underway. Rushy's going to be in front now, but he does not get that position to pick up the drop shot. Ends up having to back away all the way back. This is something we haven't really seen in the past. But Rushy's is going to get a substantial amount of damage, and they managed to take out 2 guys from OpTic, despite OpTic getting that first blood.
The way he just stays alive. How he navigates through all those smokes that's on the ground.
You said he's one of the best mechanical players, Blaze.
And that's why he's the front spawn. That's why he gets so many quick picks, and he has been the key to Denial's success so far in this tournament. He's been my MVP. He was my MVP all of yesterday. Might be my MVP for the day as well.
Hey.
If he keeps playing like this, we got a lot of games. I don't mean to jump ahead of myself, folks. I know it's still early on, but I know we got a lot of great Gears of War action coming ahead.
Oh, and that we do, my friend. Rushy's, though, bops him right in the head. Summons is going to go and be deleted there. And OpTic Gaming will get A and B back after getting rocked at the initial. Rushy still has some drop shot available to him as well, some more rounds there.
And you know what I think is going to happen? I don't think Denial is going to play for B whatsoever. They're just going to play for getting another set of drops. But they do need more people over here trying to push out the home hill. Denial can survive a 2-cap until the next drop shot come up, and then they'll have a position to close out this round. But Rushy's just trying to split the thread, get something going. But, oh, somebody did make it to B in time. It's Franchise. Uh-oh. Versus Summons. Uh-oh. Woo!
Wait a minute.
Uh-oh.
Does he win it? He gets the better of Summons in that fight. And you said that they weren't going to go for B there, but at that moment they had to make a decision, and B needed to get capped. So a smart play there from Franchise. I said Fran has a plan, and I stay committed to that. This dude is always ready, any situation.
27 seconds to new drop shot.
And Denial's already setting up for this one, Blaze.
I think Rushy still has the drop shot to use as well.
I think maybe 1 or 2 more
just
shots
one. If he has any, it's definitely just one in his back pocket. But you see the 3 players of OpTic Gaming grouping up. They're going to get a smoke in there. Sleepy's going to throw another one, just going to be annoying. Going to hit Explosive with a back A that's going to back him down just a little bit. 6 seconds to new drop. Both coaches are timing as well. Here comes the push.
Got Explosive. It's going to be right in the thick of things here, but he's going to go down. Mental as well, right in front of that drop shot. Hasn't come out yet. It is going to be active. It will be available, so the drop shot will be theirs for the taking, and they get the weapon again. At some point, you have to respond. You have to take this away from them, but Denial play around this so good. So good. And this man right here, Icy, he was a surgeon with the drop shot before, and he's showing us why yet again. Denial Esports poised to win this round. If it keeps going like this, they have a lot left with that power weapon.
Well, you know, it's just mid-round now, and we know that OpTic Gaming has made plenty of comebacks that has demoralized teams. You can't count them out just yet. We're at the midway point of this one. OpTic Gaming is going to have time to group up and get another team push in. So we had 2 drops so far spawned this round. The next drop comes up in 1 minute and 20 seconds, and they still have some ammo to use. But Denial is working good. They're working well together. They're making sure that they wolf pack, okay? And I'm going to be using that one all weekend for these guys. And making sure that they're wolf packing out, working together, getting these revives and moving as a unit has been working out for them.
Oh, Rezik is going to get destroyed by Solars. Solars crept around the corner, and that's going to be a 2 for Solars. Does he find himself 3? Rushies is going to be very weak, and that's going to be a down for him. So that's 3 kills for Solars now. 3 members down for Denial Esports as Icy has to disengage from the fight, but runs into a member of OpTic. Solars, he gets the kill, but Explosive is there for the pickup. 4 seconds remaining, 3 now. Only person left alive is Rezik. He won't be able to make it in time, and OpTic Gaming tied up 2-2.
Yeah, you know, Denial, that round was looking good for him, but it was a player at OpTic Gaming over towards that B hill that caused a lot of commotion. It was probably Solars. Look at him, 17 kills, 5 downs in the first 4 rounds of this one, folks. So the weapon placement coming in. We're going to have some incidents over there towards the B side. Both teams having something to work with. Also having these secondary weapons down as well with the hammer burst. We're going to see what type of push we're going to see, but Denial has been looking good when it's coming down to these quick picks on the drop shot.
Speaking of Denial, I want to hear the communication. I want to hear the comms of Denial Esports. So we're going to go into an Astro listen-in with Denial Esports.
I'm coming for you guys.
Flying. I can launch it right now.
Give her, They're both here. They're both on me.
I'm coming, friend. Literally.
You got me? Inside launch, 2 of them. 37 on Gilbert. 37 on Gilbert. Nice. 4 dead. We can 2 to 2 down. Get the summons down. Get the summons down. Nice. Let's get B. Get heals. He's dead. All dead. 2 off spawn right now. 2 off spawn. You need the cap.
I got the Pokemon. Down. I got a meat.
Another one back there. Okay. I'll get her home. I will get her home.
I can't see.
4 dead. Just 1, boys.
Fight me. I have no shotgun.
It's just 1 guy, guys. That one off spawn. Another one off spawn.
Okay, I got my back. I got you. Go.
All right, guys. These are 3 dead.
All spawn again.
Discipline.
Didn't send. In the door.
Me shield if you can.
Paying towards me.
You have to push through entrance. Wait, there's a guy on. Me shield. It's just 1 guy. One off spawn. Another off spawn.
Jump. Hold.
Let's go. Push it. Yo, guys, listen to me. On the hills. Get on the hill so he runs back to the hill.
Yeah, and also, bro, if I have a drop shot, just play wide, bro, because I can't shoot my drop shot for you guys.
Yo, good shit in the front, but
well, there's the listen in there with Denial franchise directing traffic as expected, Blaze.
The composure, man. The composure in that situation. OpTic was looking like they were starting to do some OpTic Gaming-like things where they're about to regain control over their home
Just
hill.
OpTic things.
It was looking very messy, but even Denial, after losing a few players, even getting a team kill, they still kept their composure and closed out that round. Some other teams would have panicked in that situation, but OpTic Gaming looking like, hey, we need to just get this drop shot off the map. It's too lethal.
That's what I just want to say great comms sound like. That was franchise just being the in-game leader, the IGL, you know, a term using Gears of War as well as games like Counter-Strike, where you have someone who's, like I said, coming out of the listen-in, directing traffic, letting everyone know what they need to be focusing on. You heard him say discipline, discipline, discipline. That was because he didn't want anyone to go crazy, get panicky. And I think when you have a person who's constantly calm like that, it's a burden. It's a burden on a single individual to keep that composure, but he does it so well, and it allows him to be able to set up just like this.
Rushies.
When you have Rushies who goes in there and makes it happen all the time, what more can you possibly expect out of your teammates? That's why you have that discipline. When Rushies going to start the round like that, oh man, that was just a thing of beauty.
The young star of the year's esports circuit, Rushy, showing how much he's grown under the leadership of Franchise, one of our most tenured players on the circuit. But here comes this push, and it looks like Denial is going to clean this one up as well. Now they just need to get to the A hill, but there's plenty of nades on it. Mental trying to do something. Can they get it done? They are in a position to decap this hill, but look at the teamwork from Denial, bringing the pressure. They're loving this one.
Yeah, they're pushing them back. OpTic Gaming literally just can't push up because Denial are just raining them down with the Lancer shots as soon as they get to the front door. I mean, they have 4 members there, and they couldn't push because Denial were focus firing them so well, Blaze.
Denial is here to play. Out here wolf packing, getting the job done. Rushy's 24 kills, 6 downs, 9 deaths in the first half of this one through 6 rounds. Solars is trying to, he's picking up his production, trying to get it done for the team. But like I said, this is going to be OpTic Gaming's toughest competition, and Denial's not going to talk any trash to him. They're going to say, hey, OpTic, you guys do your own thing. We don't want to worry about you. We don't want to give you something to bond over, right? Because if you give them a reason to work together, like beating you guys up after you guys are talking trash to them, they will unify, and they will come back, and they will start whooping up on you. But OpTic Gaming start using situations like that as a strength, and Denial will not allow them to do that.
Yeah, but they need to pull themselves from their bootstraps and get to work here. OpTic Gaming do get that first blood against Rushies, a huge player that they lose early on. He's been a big player in the initials, right? He's contributed so much early on, but Praise, Mental, these are the guys you got to start to look for now. Get those slays, start to pick things up, start to push this forward in OpTic's favor and make this one just a little bit closer. Nice shot from Mental there.
The
just
soul
completely
snatcher.
Caught Franchise. He was walking down the steps there for a leisurely walk. Mental does go down, but the damage has certainly been done. Oh, man, Rezik showing no respect.
Heads up play there. Denial looking to push through death row, looking to take their advantage. They know they got some players on OpTic coming off a respawn, so they know it's a 5v4, and this is where they press. This is where that discipline comes in. This is where they show them how savage they can be. 2 more players of OpTic Gaming going down. The E-Hill going in favor of Denial as well. They're putting the pressure on the green wall, and it's starting to crack.
Well, look at how they're playing, too. They'll get into a scuffle. They'll shotgun around a little bit. And then out of nowhere, you get like 1 or 2 players who just drops back, busts out a Lancer, and then they're just shooting you out of nowhere. And you're like, wait a minute, I was in a shotgun battle. I was dancing around you guys. Now I got to deal with all this Lancer fire. Yep. That's been happening so much. Denial know when to disengage, and that's been working out to their favor.
And this is the best team combination that we've seen created in Gears Season 4, for Gears 4 Season 2. The reason why that old Echo Fox roster was very teamwork-oriented, heavy Lancer base. Ghost Gaming, the old roster, was very in-your-face with the shotguns out, causing commotion. This team has a great mixture of both. And the way that they switch it up and you never see it coming, they're aggressive at one moment, snap of the fingers, they're lancering you down, then they're back in your face.
2 members down of OpTic once again made that 3 because Sleepy is going to put them out GTS style. And that will be 4 for OpTic Gaming. Solar's off of the respawn, need to work with Praise here as Praise is going to be dealing with 2-3 guys from Denial. Pushes up. Is Praise going to take this fight? He does get that 1 player down, maybe a meat shield, but it's not going to be. And they're just going to continue.
Look at the disengage. They said this is where that Mayweather call out comes in, right? So I already know Fatal Striker said Mayweather. We went off points, defend on 2, Lancers out, and we're about to see Denial defend their home hill, but Sleepy is defending Eat on the other end. Denial has the man advantage, and they recognize this, and they're probably going to push out their home hill and secure this round.
It's just crazy how they manage to switch the gears, you know, no pun intended, so quickly, right?
Yes.
They'll have the Lancers out, then they'll bust out the Nashers. It's so seamless. You simply just don't expect it, but that's going to be 3 guys down for Denial. Ooh. Another player's going to be left alive, and Praise is going to be there to stop him in his tracks. Sleepy now.
He's
going to be the last man standing.
What you going to do, Sleepy?
Praise is going to be stunned. The Denial comes in, and he also is going to have reinforcements because all those players died around the same time. So it is going to be a swarm literally pushing into D, Blaze, and this is going to be a scuffle
here. OpTic Gaming is catching up in points. Denial may lose this one. And
you may be right.
But it's a good round. I don't know. Nobody's going to get to F. OpTic Gaming round.
OpTic will win it only by, wait a minute. Yes, they will win only by a couple points, Blaze.
That's the best round to lose, though. It's round 7. Denial. Drop shot right away. At Furnace. It's going to be an instant lock, and we saw towards the end of the first half, OpTic Gaming was like, no, we're tired of this drop shot pickup. Let's come out here. Let's put the M-bar down. At this level of gameplay, Ashes and Fatal Strike is going to have to say, you know what? Rounds 1 and 7, we might have to lose them because we know what their bread and butter is in this type of situation. That might not have been the best round for OpTic Gaming to win just because of how talented Denial is at that quick pick and that drop shot.
Well, let's see what ended up going down. We're going to see it in a second here in the overhead map. And it is the drop shot. Once again, the drop shot in play. Folks, if you're keeping tab at home, how many times have OpTic Gaming been able to use the drop shot effectively versus Denial? I mean, I think that is a very, very small number. But Denial, though, they are not able to comfortably get in there. Rushies could not get the quick pick like he's used to doing. And I like that they're dropping back with some Lancer fire. Mental's going to get that first blood on the franchise. And Icy kind of in a rough spot now. But he pushes right up A's right into Mental's face.
They're all down. The cleanup, the composure from Denial.
How do they do it, Blaze?
On OpTic Gaming.
OpTic were doing everything right there.
I don't know how they navigate through all that chaos and the smokes at the Furnace, but I feel like Denial rarely ever gets stunned, and they also get some late smokes in there as well. They work it so well. That's why I said that last round, OpTic Gaming might not have won that one. They probably should have said, hey, Denial, we'll give this one to you because we want to make sure we block out that Furnace and give you guys a different fight that makes you uncomfortable. We're okay with losing one round for the bigger picture.
May be their ultimate undoing here in Slab Game 1 winner bracket final. If you're just joining us here, it's been 3 days of incredible Gears of War in Mexico City. The crowd's been on fire. They've loved every single minute of it because of plays from players such as Icy, Rushies, Explosives, Mentals. The line goes, the list goes on and on. So much talent on that stage currently. And Denial, they have come into this matchup with a great plan that has worked out effectively. And I'm surprised that this has not been read by OpTic Gaming. But OpTic, they're just going to try and do this the old-fashioned way, Blaze. Take the Nashers to the face and shoot the crap out of them. That's really
Icy, I'm about to say, Icy, why are you approaching that like that? You know Explosive is talented in situations like that when he's running away, using that utility. But Rushy's going to try to put himself in a nice little cheeky position. Fran looking to dodge the smoke, trying to surprise him, but he's going to fall as well. Explosive, give him credit. He's putting a wrench in Denial's plans for the retake of this new drop when it comes up. But OpTic Gaming, trip cap domination coming through. Can Denial break the home hill?
And because of that, they won't be able to really put the resources over to focusing on that drop shot. I don't know, has anyone picked it up yet? Should be coming up in a little bit.
Yeah, it should be. But Denial has bigger issues on their hands now. They need to clear out their home, get a few of these kills. Sleepy's going to control this one. He's going to OE to the home hill. Look at the points. It's pretty much tight game now, and Sleepy's going to OE. He also is going to recognize that he has a 1v1. Praise says, I don't want no parts of this. Let me just get to E. Let me get to E, regroup with my team, make E our base of operations. Summons has the drop shot, so we know this is a safe area.
Finally, they're going to get the power weapon that has been eluding them this entire game. And is it going to make a difference? Will OpTic be able to use the drop shot effectively like the way Denial Esports have managed to do so many times against not only OpTic, but also Ghost yesterday in their previous matchup in the semifinals?
Summons needs to get over there. Summons needs to get over there. He's having faith in his team that they can win a 4v4 fight, but Denial is just outplaying them on top of this D hill. A few members of OpTic Gaming going down. Denial's going to keep the pressure on the home hill, but Summons, the question is, there you go. He has 2 more drops to utilize, I believe. Now joining the action. He's over here defending this E hill. This is a difficult fight for him, and he's going to get flanked. So drop shot, the rest of that ammo was on his back, so no more drop shots are going to be in play. Tie game, Denial with a 2 cap. They're calling Mayweather out. They're going to make a defensive stance.
Yeah, no reason for them to push up.
Oh, the presence of,
nice
Sleepy's going to
play.
regret that one. He tried to do too much there. But if he would have got both kills, he would have secured that round.
But he had a lot to do, right? He had 2 players that were facing him at that moment, and 2 guys go down for Denial. Make that 3. 3 players are going to be down, but you're right, Blaze. It won't matter. They struck too soon, and Denial, or too late, Denial will win.
Oh, boy.
5-3.
Man, so I'm curious to see. What is in OpTic Gaming's bag of tricks? Because if Ashes has anything under his sleeve, we're going to see it now. Really? Okay, they went for the block right away. They don't want nothing towards this mid-hall.
They're just not winning that fight.
It's probably just an uncomfortable position in which they're not used to fighting people down in that area. So they just want to keep it 4 people fighting for the big team fight at the drop shot. OpTic Gaming is very talented at fighting these messy fights as well, but Denial is just that much better, and it's all because of rushies.
It's also just because of the way that they disengage, man. I'm sorry, but you go in there with Nashes out, you're expecting Nashes out the whole time, and then before you know it, they're out of there with the drop shot. They're lancering the living hell out of you, and in rushies, he keeps on doing it. He keeps on going in for that quick pickup.
Man.
That's going to be 2 guys down for OpTic Gaming, and you have to wonder, what is the game plan here for OpTic? What is Ashes and Explosive? What do they come up with that's going to stop Denial Esports from running roughshod all over them?
If anybody can clutch up in this situation, it's going to be your Season 1 MVP in mental. Watching his left and his right, but no heals cap. Denial's going to back it up and save these last few drops. This is where the discipline and patience come into play, because some teams may have utilized a lot of their resources for that trip cap, but all players of Denial said, hey, you know what? Let's go for the 2 cap. Let's save the 3 drops that we got, or the 4 drops that they actually might have, and let's get 4 more. Then we can definitely end this round in our favor.
The respawns are going to be longer as well as time moves on. As each round continues, the respawns, they become longer and longer and longer. And with this drop shot and the way that Rushies and Icy have been using them, it is dangerous if you are OpTic Gaming. Mental and Solar's back to the respawn. They go. Franchise.
3-piece.
Nicely done from the captain, from the veteran, the IGL. Praise gets that kill onto Franchise. But again, the drop shot comes right back into play because Rushies, he's constantly hitting those shots with that power weapon.
Oh, man, in the flank through mid-map pressure on OpTic Gaming's home hill. Rushies is going to make sure he can get the decap. Don't want OpTic Gaming to get any points. And now they say, hey, guys, got to come out. Oh, but they got the Lancer set up. So new drop is maybe about 30 seconds off. I didn't get a chance to hit it with my timer, but oh, yeah, Denial said, yo, back it up one more time. Back it up one more time.
Because look, they have the points. They have the advantage. I mean, OpTic haven't even captured any zone yet. They have no ring. So, yeah, I mean, they're good.
Rezik. Oh, man, Rezik being annoying. And Franz looking to come in here to try to help, but Rezik taking 1 to the grave and making this a 4v4 is still a nice win. This is where the next fight, oh, never mind.
Yeah.
But Icy got the drop, and he got a kill already.
I'm telling you, man, it's just not good. It's just, they have 2 drop shots in play from Rushies and Icy. This round is basically over. Rushies gets another one on summons. I mean, what are you supposed to do,
They have
Blaze?
a lot of discipline with the drop. They don't waste drops. You know, they don't just get the drop shot and shoot 4 drops as quickly as possible to get meaningless kills. All of Denial's kills that they have gotten with the drop, they have gotten either map control, they've gotten trip cap dominations, they've saved a heal, they've made use of every single one, or re-upped on 4 more drops.
OpTic Gaming have struggled to find an answer against Denial. Stellar Lancer play, stellar support play.
This is pressure, man.
Incredible power weapon play, and all they need to do is just hold this hill. They just need to hold the D hill, and that's it. It's going to be the round for them. Play defense, play around them. They are decapping presently, though. They decapped the 209. Oh, they decapped the 209. Is anyone going to be there to stop it?
Nah, this player's not going to be doing much.
Never mind.
They like, come on out. Come on out. We see you, fam. You can't do much of anything. What? You can't do much of anything. 6-3 Denial. OpTic Gaming, you know, now, so
what do they do, Blaze?
Over the years, I've always said it's a few ways that you have to beat OpTic Gaming. Step number 1, you got to take map 1. If you get map number 1 and they're playing on their heels from the start, they're going to feel that pressure. They're going to feel uncomfortable. They can't get into their flow in map number 2, because usually they win map number 1. They're happy. They're giggling. They start laughing around, start world starring you, and they demoralize you.
Yeah.
Also, 2, you have to beat them in the winners finals. You can't beat them in 2 best-of-2s in the grand finals. It just is. It's just so hard because they're that damn talented. You go, them boy. And Denial is off to a good start. If they get map number 1, all these stars will start to align.
The Marksa will go to the courtyards. Sleepy, 29. Rushies, 32. A beast.
17 downs for Sleepy. Can we give some love to him getting it done? He's playing a 1v1 over towards the other side of the map, I think.
But that's Fran's crowd control, man. You know, he's telling him drop back, support, throw the Lancer fire down, get the downs. Rushies goes
Another
in for the
quick
cleanup.
pick. OpTic Gaming, no counter.
How many times is this going to happen?
Sleepy keeping his distance.
They did kill Rushies, though. They did kill Rushies.
But did they get a drop for it, or did Rushies backpack it?
You might be right. I think he did backpack it, which would have been the smart thing to do there.
Yeah, he took it out of play still, so that's still a win, right? Denials, they're all down. They got 2 players spawning in 1 second. I don't know if ICs and Rushies will be able to get there in time. No,
nope.
This is an OpTic Gaming round.
OpTic Gaming, show some life now. 6-4. The only way for them to win is to take it all the way to round 13. One more round, and game 1 goes to Denial.
Oh, explosive. He was quick on that one. He found a little angle through that smoke. He pushed dead through the center of it, managed to get Rushies down, and he pushed through to distract Sleepy, and his teammates were able to win their 2v1 that they isolated on top of that drop.
So the incendiary nades are going to go by Death Row, right in the wide open terrain.
All right, so that's going to be good, but we're still going to see the same old furnace fight. Denial knowing that, hey, you know what? That's just one round. We probably just had one smoke come up short. Same thing. They still don't have an answer to it, and we'll see if OpTic Gaming will make this adjustment.
Well, they know that Rushies is beelining it right for it. But the stuns, look at the stun placement. Oh, dear. He's going to back away.
No, they got to push.
They pushed him right there. I think they may have figured this one out, Blaze. They may have figured it out because look at that explosive
God, that was
with
clean.
the double kill and all 5 down for Denial. But look at this. They know Rushies is going to go in there and quick pick it, so they know that that's going to be a body out of the fight. That will not be a Lancer for that brief moment that cannot engage in battle. And because of that, they're going to put a lot of protection around them. So maybe that means that they're banking on Rushies to go in there so that they lose that extra firepower.
Let's see what the coaching staff on the side of Denial Esports is going to do to make this adjustment on a round. Ashes and Explosives made the right call out in this situation to be patient and to just push through the smokes after they all blow up and to have that.
I'll tell you what, man.
Franchise and Fatal, they got an answer for them now.
We may be watching Gears of War, but Ashes and Fatal, they're playing 4D chess. That's what they're doing. They're trying to outsmart one another. These two teams are trying to outsmart one another. 5-6. OpTic Gaming, 1 round away from tying it up, taking us to round 13. Have they secured the answer? That is what we need to find out here, Blaze.
Yo, so we're going to do a 3-2 split. Mental goes right in there to get those nades, and he's going to bring them back. Start tossing these nades towards it now. Franchise has to be annoying.
He kills his teammate, but he gets another one. Mental's going to pick up 3 kills, including the one against Praise. Solars is going to get the drop shot.
Wow.
And OpTic Gaming answers right back. I cannot believe it. Just the way that they played around this. Mental's going to be on the move. This player is so weak, and he's going to be done. He's out of here, and now the domination could be coming into effect now. You have Rushies, Icy off the respawn. Will they be able to get there in time? They have to cap D, but it seems like no one was there to capture it. So this is going to give Denial an opportunity to get right back into this one here.
The spawn.
Incendiary nade goes down.
The heads-up play.
Oh my goodness, OpTic Gaming, 4 seconds and they tie this game up.
Flame on.
He can't do it, and we're going to round 13 in game number 1.
Oh, there's no way to get this winners final started, folks.
How? What the hell,
No
dude?
better way.
This is ridiculous.
So Fran got hit with a cutoff smoke, but that allowed Mental to get free nades and win that round. Oh, wow. Do you go for the boom? Go for the boom and get crazy? Go for a block? Maybe the block is the play.
Block could be the play.
Okay, they're going to go for a block. They say, hey.
Well, I mean, Mental gets the nade, right?
Yeah.
And then he gets 3? He gets 2 with the nades, kills his own teammate, and then follows up with a natural kill.
On the last round, OpTic Gaming sent 4 directly to the drop shot, 1 guy middle. Denial sent 3 and then 2 to the middle. If you do that, Franchise has to get through that furnace hall and block off the guy and get that flank. But both teams are going back to their bread and butter. 1v1s at the entrance of Furnace Hall by Death Row. 4v4s on Furnace. And here we go, round 13.
I think OpTic may have figured this one out. Rushie's got to go in there for the quick pick. He gets it. He gets the quick pick with that drop shot. Icy headshot onto Explosive. Franchise kills Praise now. Mental manages to cap one off, but Icy also takes out Solars. It's going to be up to just Mental and Summons. And do they regroup? Do they try and regain control of this game?
1v1, Icy Mental, and Mental gets it.
Big win there for Mental, but he's going to be the last man standing here for OpTic Gaming.
Oh, Rezik with the marks. Oh, the shots and the teamwork. They're going to push in and get this E-Hill. So 2 hills going in favor of Denial. Is this I wonder, are they going to back up and play defense? The drop shots in front. The call out for explosive. Uh-oh, it's behind.
That was a drop shot that went out. I think that was number 2.
Yes. It's either 2 or 3.
Oh, man.
Okay.
I mean, you know, yes, OpTic did figure out the quick pick from Rushies. It's just that Denial is so good at it that, you know, you got to give the credit.
It's hard to be perfect and counter that, right?
Yeah,
you got to give credit, but it's hard to counter that.
We have to give credit to OpTic Gaming for the way that they've been able to bring this game back here. Explosives, though, cannot get the double on that play. Praise is going to have to back away after getting peppered.
3 down, Praise. What can you do? One of the best defensive players in the game to stop his former teammates.
Then incendiary nade goes down. He can't do anything about it. It's going to be up to Mental by himself one more time. Does OpTic Gaming lose this round? Mental's going to go down. Solar's up for the respawn, but I don't think he's going to get there in time. 4 seconds, 3 seconds, 2 seconds. Does he break it? No! And Denial Esports win Game 1 in the winner bracket final. Oh, my word.
And this is how you get it started. Rezik on your screen, letting them know. It's 4 players on that side of the stage who have won championships. Rezik has not, and he's looking for his first.
Franchise, Icy, and Rezik are eating up.
Uh-oh.
Franchise is screaming across an explosive.
Hey.
You know Explosive's going to turn back.
Let's get it, man.
His logo, he says, hey, we're OpTic Gaming, buddy. Remember who owns you, says Explosive.
Rezik saying, sit down, sit down.
Let's get it.
Welcome to Gears of War Esports, ladies and gentlemen, where these players do not back down.
Listen to this
Oh,
crowd.
that's the OpTic Gaming chat. Is it? Wow.
Unbelievable map number 1 to continue what has been an unbelievable event so far. Ladies and gentlemen, if you are just tuning in, welcome to Gears Pro Circuit Mexico City, because things are certainly heating up. Blazing Golden Boy had a chance to call it. Ribs, I saw you taking pages upon pages of notes, and I know there's a lot to break down here. Talk to me about Denial's ability to win the initials and their fight at Furnace.
Yeah, they are so ready for that Furnace fight. I don't know what it is. Maybe they're just also cold on the East Coast, and now they have that Furnace there, and they're just comfortable. They feel like they're at home.
They want to get to the heat.
There was so many different instances. First half, they would win the Furnace fight, they would get the drop shot, and then they would win the fight again mid-round, and they would use that to win. And then on the second half, 1 Furnace fight was all they needed, and it's not over. They're still talking.
They're still chirping.
And
Explosive does not back down.
I'll honestly speak from experience. You do not want to get Explosive this mad. He's tweeted out, do not poke a beast, and this is what he's talking about.
This is my advice to Joe and them, to not argue with them. But after map 1, you gave OpTic Gaming something to unify over.
And let me tell you right now, Icy may have lost that 1 versus 1 against Mental, but Icy is on top of the world right now, defeating his old team that he says he left. They say he dropped him. There is so much drama between these 2 rosters. You all have no idea. This rivalry runs deep.
Look at your Season 1 MVP. Shake it off real quick.
Shaking it off.
Shake it off. Look at him. Oh,
yeah,
let me get his headset right.
Ready. He's getting ready.
Let me get locked in.
Look, I just got to talk, if we get back to the game here and discuss this. Denial had this plan that centered around Rushies, right? It centered around Rushies getting that quick pick on the drop shot. Also, the drop shot. That was the other thing that, like, you know, cannot ignore here. Ribs, the way that OpTic were able to counter that, I want to get your thoughts on it, because it was because of that they were able to come back into the game.
Right. So it goes back.
We got round 8 replay ready, actually.
I would love to talk about round 8. This was amazing. It was at that Furnace fight in the beginning. And we see the first time Rushies doesn't get what he wants, he retreats. This is an audible, and this is a credit to how good they are. Instead, Fran and Icy now go forward. Fran actually gets killed here, but meanwhile, Rushies is supporting. Icy goes big here. Amazing cover fighter. Icy's going to pick up a kill, getting some damage, and they're going to end up winning this initial. And this was my favorite round of the match, because they won that initial without doing what they normally do.
And how about Icy's ability to take his foot off the gas pedal? Something that we've always been critical about Rushies with from that former Ghost Gaming roster is his inability to stop pressing go. Look at how much he has matured as a player. Many people say it's been since he got benched by that Ghost Gaming roster. You took his place for a little bit on that roster in 2Ks and online. What did that benching do from Ghost Gaming that really humbled him?
For a very long time, Rushies' mentality just wasn't there. And I feel like he always had it in him. He's always, in my opinion, been a very smart player who chooses to play a certain type of way just because he wants to have fun. He wants to get kills. But now with this roster, with this IGL and Fran, with this coach, I feel like his mentality has changed. He cares about practice. He cares about playing right. And they're making him play exactly to his strengths.
Yep, he's so much more mature at this event than he was at the previous events. he got the right squad over there.
100%. You can see it in his gameplay. You can see it in his demeanor as well. Rushy's actually changed his gamer tag to Rushman to kick off Season 2. Partially jokes, but partially showing his maturity as an individual player. But Ribs, we've always seen OpTic Gaming sometimes be able to be matched toe-to-toe in the slaying category, but not able to be beaten. Here, it looks like Denial seemingly outslayed OpTic and edged them out. What's the difference with this Denial Esports squad?
Denial painted the picture they wanted on the map. They got exactly the fights they wanted. And even when OpTic started to adapt, it gave they had enough cushion to adapt back. Counter the counter. And they did it just in time on round 13.
At the end of the day,
just in time.
It was exactly just enough. And at the end of the day, it was around 13. You can't get too far ahead of yourselves and saying, man, an upset is looming, because, boy, we got a lot of Gears of War to play. Before we jump into map number 2, let's learn a little bit more about this newly formed Denial Esports God Squad.
I've gone through a lot of ups and downs this season. Finally, things are looking up with this new roster and signing with Denial. I think that my chances of winning is a lot better with this team, not only because of skill, but also because of passion, hard work, and those essential things in winning. I've always respected them as players, like individually, but playing beside them now, it really opens my eyes to the potential that we have. We need to be using teamwork and be very assertive around the map. I think that's essential for us to be successful. I mean, everybody knows what we're capable of. Leaving OpTic, obviously, people think I regret it, think it's a mistake. I really don't care. I'm myself. I'm Icy,
And of course, who else do you hear it from than Icy, the one who has all of the reason in the world to hate this OpTic Gaming squad as of now. Of course, the drama there, formerly of OpTic Gaming, won multiple championships with that squad. He's now playing against them. He's been trying to beat them for so long. Blaze, I'm going to ask you, do you think this Denial Esports is finally the roster that can do it?
100%, man. 100%. They're so focused, so much discipline. They know how to play against this OpTic Gaming roster. From being on Echo Fox in that former Ghost Gaming team when we started off this season, they got all the pieces to the puzzle, and we're seeing it finally come together.
I think you can see this versus card right here
Denial
that shows.
2-0, by the way.
Denial 2-0?
Yeah.
Wow.
This is over.
See, that's why I like Blaze on the desk. My man has an opinion. He has a backbone. Get
yeah. Everybody else knows I've called this for the last 2 days, so I just want to say it on record again.
All right. Blaze is quoted. Golden Boys, keep it running down the line here. Who you got winning this one?
You know, I have to say I like Denial, and I got to say 2-1 Denial, though. OpTic Gaming should be able to come back here on Harbor.
It is Harbor. It is map number 2, one of OpTic's best maps. Ribs, your thoughts on Harbor as a map? We all know how great explosive is with the Marksa.
Sure.
Is Denial going to ban that weapon out? Your thoughts on this map?
If they get a chance, I do think they will get away from that Marksa, but at the same time, OpTic will always have composure. They have too much trust in each other. I do not think they will give up their map choice here.
All right, we'll see what's going to happen. So, Ribs, you're calling a game 3. Who do you got winning it?
Game 3? Oh, we'll talk about that when we get there.
We'll talk about that when we get there. Greater than Ribs for now, at least. I love you both, but of course, they are very different human beings. That's going to be it for us on the desk. Ribs and myself will be, of course, taking notes and watching all match long. But game number 2, escalate.
Everyone is on pins and needles awaiting the victor of this game. Will OpTic Gaming force it to a game 3, or will Denial, as Blaze has predicted, end it 2-0, make OpTic go to that loser's bracket? Here we go on Harbor. This is OpTic Gaming's pick. Bear that in mind now. We're starting off with OpTic's very own Summons.
All right, here we go. Now, a recent change, Summons has started playing front spawn on his map to play that winch, and he's been getting kind of messy up there. You know, typically his spot was on the other end of the map at B, but that's going to be Solar's position. We saw him go off last time, so he should be good. But let's see, Denial, can they close this one out in map number 2 on Harbor? A lot of our big team fights and our main focuses will happen up top between Winch and Stern.
2 big points of interest that you're going to want to focus on here throughout the game.
Yes, and then down low at the B hill, we typically have 1v1s in that area for all our new viewers out there. So 4 players up top of each team, 1v1s down low, and they'll adjust as the weapons get placed on the map. So currently, Denial with map control, they have that winch. You see where Sleepy is? That's an annoying position to be in because he has that height advantage. Also, the other players of Denial raining down that fire. OpTic Gaming starting to group up and unify, and they're looking like they want to push the Wolfpack up top at Stern.
Yeah, that's going to be very difficult to do when those Lancers are facing you the way that they are. Rushies is going to go in for the clear out. Franchise follows it up against Solars. Now, though, maybe you're going to get that opportunity to clear out the winch. You also need to be focused on your home, and that's what Praise is doing here. Focusing on the home, trying to get this one back. Domination in 3 seconds. It's not looking as quick as before, but they couldn't get inside. And that is going to be Denial winning in a minute 32.
Out-rotated. Yeah. All right, yo, Fran, you're getting me hyped now. You need to calm down, okay? Because I'm feeling that energy. That's that 07 Gears energy right there. You got me want to hop on that stage with you, but now
I can just imagine you up there just losing your damn mind.
Like. I really would. But the Marxes are going to go down. We heard Ribs mention it earlier that you don't want explosive with these Marks. It's going to be deadly in his hands. But on the flip end, you got some talented precision shooters on the other side of Denial. Explosive may be very talented with it, but we'll see with Denial being on cloud 9 how much energy they're going to have and how much their long-range precision shooter is going to do, how accurate he's going to be. It's going to be Sleepy versus Explosive.
Explosive's trying to get the angles with that shot. Look for that scuffle up top. That's going to be your initial engagement. And Explosive, he wants those angles. He wants the angles to be able to support his teammates to push in and win the stern. You also got some activity by the winch. And that actually has to prompt Rushies to go back. And Rushies ends up going down right away. Is anyone there for the cleanup? You think he should be able to get back up?
Yeah, he knows. Explosive knows he got to give up on it.
But I think you have to factor in that he's feeling really good after just bodying him like that and sending him down. He knows, and I think that everyone in Denial knows as well, you got to respect the Marksa from Explosive.
And yeah, so Explosive always likes to be middle map so he can hit LB and now be the puppet master, be that IGL to start sending his players in the right direction and come up with this game plan. OpTic Gaming know that in situations like this when the game slows down, it's okay for it to slow down. We don't have to push it anything just yet. On the flip end, you got Denial saying, hey, you know what? We got, you know, it's a tie game, 1 hill apiece, but Denial actually has some map control. So they said, we'll stay in this position as long as we can, and you guys are going to end up getting impatient and pushing.
The fight's going to start once again now at the stern, and Rushies gets a headshot on Praise, which is going to end that push there. Mental, though. Mental had a pretty decent game on Slav, but not good enough when he pushes the stern against 2 players from Denial. And look at that. I mean, Rushies again. He keeps on. You got to respect that, but Franchise marches right in there and just dominates Explosives. Now it's going to be up to Praise all by himself, and he's not going to last long. Icy with the Nasher shuts him down, and that is going to be 4 seconds left before domination begins, and that will be round 2 for Denial on OpTic's choice of Harbor.
When, you know, we saw Explosive go try to play that kill on Rushies and Fran, but Fran, knowing that I just can't revive my teammate with you coming at me, I got to bait the revive, go for the chunk, and Explosive knew. He says, hey, I got to just go in here and try to get the chunk as well. It literally was 2 players jousting at each other, and Franchise won that battle. So Denial gets 2 rounds on the board.
Denial Esports get 2 in a row. Now we're going to go to the Astro listen-in. Here are the comms.
Both timers. I have theirs.
He's ready, can he take his forward? They're going to play up. They're going to play up.
In the thing. I gotta kill, boys. I gotta kill flanking. I got it. I'm the mark.
Get a mark. I'm with you, baby. I'm with you. He's forward. Shoot it, baby. He's down.
Oh, he's still up there.
Damn it, boys.
I'm down. I got marked. I'm gonna force this, bro. That was unfortunate.
They have more.
We got Empire right now. They just got it.
Good job. We get her home. It's okay, we're great. We get her home.
There's one in the back of the hill right now. I'm up right now. I'll put the front next to you guys ever fast.
Can I get a touch?
Okay. All good. It's okay.
Yo, we're good. Yo, Loki, that's a blessing. We're gonna X middle.
That's true. But guys, why are we pushing the ramp?
He was full red. He said he was full red.
And there you heard the communication from Denial Esports. But now we got to go to the other side of the stage,
Back
Blaze,
and forth,
because
baby.
OpTic did win that round, their first here on Harbor. It's listening time, thanks to Astro with OpTic Gaming.
Just shoot it.
Show it, baby. 50 on rushies. One shot! Flank it, hurt. I'm getting ripped. He's one shot still. No!
I've been cut. I'm dead.
One shot on me! One shot!
Down our baby! Go, baby!
Watch out. Wait. Break them.
He's hurt. Double hurt. Let's go!
Grab this. Yo, Billy Wee. Yo, kill Resin. Play up on him. I have a spot.
Really pressure the hill.
Alright, keep running. I got me.
Get on the hill, boys.
Man.
Alright,
he's hurt,
they're
guys.
coming to spawn.
All spawn, boys. All spawn.
One shot, Brian.
So you know, all spawn.
Billy kind of alone in there?
He's got one on him.
Show me. 60 on one.
Back up. No end bar play.
That's
No end bar
fine.
play.
Do I have help up top?
No, not yet. No, you don't.
Three here, guys.
No, you don't.
I'm just like,
Give it up if you have to.
one shot! Mark.
Give it up if you have to.
The mid is one shot. They one smoke.
I'm here.
Yo, he's gonna go through my baby. I backed up. I have winch, guys.
In pocket.
I'm shooting the side, guys. Franz, one shot.
Fran, absolute! Someone's LP, one shot!
Go in the box, one shot! Box is hurt!
Carry, watch out! Watch out, Alex, cat!
Fuck yeah, we traded.
3 dead, boys, 3 dead.
You end bar in a minute.
We have numbers, 3v2.
I'm about to, can we kill their home? I don't know where the last get.
On the hill.
Both?
On their hill.
On the hill and B.
Drop. I mean, I'm over 50.
I'm gonna have marks right now. I have marks on.
They're gonna one up top.
Calm it down. Get your setup.
We're good.
Make sure you call
Keep tracking numbers, guys. Keep tracking numbers.
You're playing up, Brian. So
2B.
One in the house, two by B.
They're gonna play front bar for sure. They're already three. I'm here. I have a smoke too.
Yeah, I'm with you, Brian. You have two. I'm here.
I'm smoke there. Fine. One shot.
You're I'm doing top, guys. I'm ripping the side, so baby.
Run it down. I'm getting straight line.
What are you? What you dead?
Our side. One slow E.
And bar in 20.
I'm going to there.
One's doing.
Where's the other one? Got her. I'm on there.
Down our hill. Nice. Good shit.
I'm on there.
I'm not grabbing my bar, bro.
And bar in 10.
I'm playing up first.
Brand's got 2.
I got him, bro.
Good change, guys. Me and Brian are going to
All good. Look at the score. Look at the score.
I'm taking this one.
And bar up.
You're the best, Bill. Easy work. That's what I'm talking
Clean
about.
round.
Fucking
Love you
guys.
Clean round. Block work, baby.
Fucking go. I'm not losing to these fucking
Why you're champions, baby?
That's not losing to these fucking.
Never, bro.
Never.
That was an incredible listen-in with OpTic Gaming. Blaze, you heard everything from Ashes, keeping him just focused, to the way that OpTic were working together, disengaging, recognizing when a fight was won, when a fight was lost, the call-outs, everything.
The patience.
Beautifully done. And I also like that when things were starting to get a little hectic and players were like, oh, we got this. Ashes says, look at the score. We're good. Sometimes you can't get tunnel vision. That's the thing, right? It happens to the best of us.
All right, going into this one, we got Marks is down, Ensign's down low. The drop shot down as well. OpTic Gaming, getting the weapons down that they wanted to utilize. Rushies is going to lose that 1v1 versus Summons. And Summons looking to take out Franchise as well, but Franchise needs to hit that last shot. He couldn't get it done.
No, but he pokes her on the corner, and Icy was there right away and takes out Summons, but he needs to help his teammate out. Mental, he's been on a tear. And he gets down 2 players. Sleepy, that's going to be 4 players down for denial, and you're starting to see OpTic Gaming come alive here, Blaze.
Yes, you are. Resin gets hit with that Marks that headshot by explosives. He's about to go get this height advantage so he can help his teammates out as soon as possible. Knowing Rushies is going to be in the area somewhere. Rushies and Franchise, but he's going to get this, he's going to put that M-bar on his back pocket. He might give it to Summons. Yeah, he said, I'm going to drop this real quick, get my shotty back. You got it.
He's going to need that too. Got to watch the ramp. That player having to back away there. Things slowed down on Harbor, especially with the long-range power weapons. A lot of damage put onto Sleepy.
Icy's being super aggressive. That's just going to miss through the smoke.
Yeah, he didn't get the shot onto Icy.
Double kill for Icy. Looking for the triple. Summons is going to get that pistol out. He knows that Sleepy's full red. Uh-oh, the team fire comes through. You see that quick aggression to the Lancer play? Something that Denala's doing so well. This team definitely has an identity.
4 down, OpTic Gaming. Last person left alive is going to be Solars by B.
That NC in his tag. He's ready for that up A.
Looking for it, and he's going to get destroyed as he comes around the corner. Franchise is going to win that fight. Mental, though, marches in.
Double
onto
down.
A, 2 players down, no one's there. This is it, Blaze. They're going to win this round. Blaze couldn't get in there in time, even though he turns around and look at that. Franchise going to let him know.
Denial trying to keep the momentum in their favor. I'm curious to see what OpTic Gaming's going to do. They may block middle. They may just put some nades in mid-map. I think that's the last weapon selection that's available. We'll see from the overhead. And they have to go for the duels down low. So that's going to be Solar's in that 1v1 position. So he's requesting what he wants. And he's going to say, hey, give me a hammer burst, something to work with, something where I can assist you guys up top, but not nothing that's too powerful so that the other team can, you know, use that against us.
The long-range play from OpTic Gaming, very impressive. But I like that they're going to throw some more options over by Docs, give them some help.
The big fight still up top.
Yes, that's right.
Now here we go, Icy. He made the play last round. Let's see if Denial can take the 6th round in this one and go into the half 4-2 again.
OpTic Gaming, though, are going to put a lot of bodies over here by the stern, and that's going to have to prompt Icy bust out the Lancer, shoot through the smoke. Icy, though, very weak, 12% left. He needs to wait for the help to come back here. He has some teammates that are going to push up with him, and that's going to clear them out. They had 3 guys on stern, and they have 3 guys dead. 4 now, as a matter of fact, for OpTic Gaming. Solar's going to be the last player left alive.
They give him some help at B. They're crossing him out now. 3 people watching him. Woo!
Just
now
chunked him.
Sleepy's going to go high. Actually, Sleepy wants to get right in this fight. He says, nah, I don't need this M-bar. He says, I need it, but I need to get down low and make sure I can secure this round for my team. 4-2 Denial going into the half.
Denial are just looking like a different beast. A different beast, Blaze. You may be right, brother. You may be right. You called it. You said Denial 2-0. I
Called
doubted
it for the last 2 days.
You did call it for the last 2 days. Everyone doubted you. People made fun of you. They said things behind your back. I heard them. It was mostly fallout.
It's okay,
and
though. You know, John knows that I'm right.
he can't rebuttal right now.
He can't, and that's why I'm happy you said it now, so I can at least have the mic and defend myself on this one.
I got you, baby.
As you see, on the flip end, we're going into the second half. New set of heal, folks. All power weapons are going to be removed off the map as well. We'll see if OpTic Gaming can come back in this one. Summons putting a lot of pressure towards his winch. Going to pull out that Lancer and help his team out a bit. But you see that cross coming from the other side of the map, not allowing Summons to get too much done.
2 players down, 3 players down at the top of stern. They also got the winch control. And we had talked about how this fight is going to consistently take place at the stern because the M-bar was up there. Now E is going to be up there. And it's been a toss-up. I can't really give either side. But one thing's for certain, OpTic Gaming have not been by the winch as much as I think that they would like to. And that has really affected their game plan, Blaze.
Hey, if Denial lose this round, they win the map 100%, okay? Because their weapon selection process has just been on point. They're going to set the tempo. They're going to do something to OpTic Gaming where they're either going to block off those markers, they're going to get the drop shot up top again. Denial has something up under, you know, they got something up under their sleeves, but they're playing for the home hill setup now. Looking, hey, going up 5-3 is not a bad thing. Going up 5-2 is not bad at all. They've been countering everything that OpTic Gaming has brought at them so far, so Denial, giving it their all.
You mentioned the weapon placement, and I got to commend Denial because looking at Slab, looking at the way they played against Ghost Gaming yesterday, I guess like I viewed those VODs and I said, man, they really do prioritize these power weapons and they play around them so well. But this game, though, has been Denial's Nashers and Lancers on point. It hasn't been about power weapons. It's been about getting in the scuffle, and they're getting in the face of OpTic Gaming, forcing them to have to make really awkward and uncomfortable plays that I'm sure that they're simply just not used to. Now, though, OpTic Gaming start to stabilize here. They get D, they get E, and they see where Rushies is on this side of the map going to the stern. Mental should be able to deal with that. But you gotta watch out, though, for the flank, Blaze. You called it. You need to be cautious of that. He needs some help, Mental. Franchise is gonna go down, and Praise is gonna stand tall after getting a double kill. Can he get himself 3rd? Domination in 5 seconds. Icy goes down. Is Sleepy gonna want some here?
Another flank's coming as well.
Gotta be careful.
2v2 fight.
You got 2 guys up here. It's a 2v2 game.
Oh, 1v1.
This is what you live for here at Gears of War, folks.
Oh,
Praise
that
is gonna
hurt.
get him. That is gonna be a big hit onto him, but he disengages
Sleepy
from the
said,
fight.
I'll run New York. Get up out of my stern. Looking to push up, but he's taking some damage, extending this round for his team. It's still anybody's round, but Sleepy will falter. But can Rezik and Co get their home hill back? Solars is having a difficult time.
Look at the score, Blaze. Look at the score. 178 and counting. Denial need to make something work for them if they want to get back in this game. Franchise is going to be down.
But Icy going down is not the bad thing because he's in a position. Icy's going to have to clutch up a 1v2. Denial's going to have to get this E heal as well. Icy decaps D.
They're starting to decap E. No one's looking. No one's looking. 3 guys down for Denial, and that's going to be it.
OpTic Gaming gets that round, but I said, hey, Denial loses the round. They wouldn't have mattered, right? At this point, I'm curious what they're going to put down. I say drop shot Stern. They might have some strategies in the middle that they want to work with as well. Rushies with the quick pick, you want to utilize that. You can utilize that mid-map dead center if you want. So Denial's not going to waste his weapon placement. Oh, go do it for me. Oh, okay, they're going to block it. All right.
Okay.
They said they want nothing there. At first, I thought they thought about it. But you know what? They probably don't want to pull that trick out of their bag just yet, right? Because they might have to meet. They might meet OpTic Gaming again if they did beat them. So you don't want to give up everything too soon. It's still early on this map.
While it may feel like the grand finals, this is not the grand finals.
It's not
folks.
the grand finals.
Winner bracket final. We have more games to go. If you're just joining us for the first time, welcome to the Gears Pro Circuit here in Mexico City. This crowd has been on fire. The games have been incredible. We have a great one in front of us between Denial and OpTic Gaming. Denial up in the series 1-0 and 4-3 here on OpTic's pick of Harbor.
Double
so far,
down.
So good for Denial. They're looking to make this one to a 5-3. Rushies catches him running away. Solar's now going to be in F. And it's going to be Rushies. Rushies doesn't care. He doesn't care about your roles. He doesn't care about your feelings. He's just going to end you and send you back to the respawn blaze.
Uh-oh. He's going to say, hold up. You know what?
Poke around the corner.
Oh, they knew it, too. They want to be patient. Oh, he's down up there? He's down up there. That's a double down in front of Rushies.
But Rushies is going to be down as well. They got to get it.
They're going to win it, though. They're just going to win the map.
They got to get something.
Friend with the play.
5-3 Denial, 2 rounds. Oh, look at Icy.
Denial has came to play. They have so much discipline. They have finally found the secret to beating OpTic Gaming. And this, like I said, this may be the best roster change that we could have made.
Break it down for me. What are they doing right? What is it that you're picking up on?
So what's happening is that they're coming in there, they're dropping some great smokes on top of these big team fights, but they're kind of baiting the fights a little bit, but then backing up, knowing that OpTic Gaming's super aggressive. We know Explosive and Praise are going to try to make these plays, so they're bringing out these lancers and pistols and putting so many bullets through the smoke. Also, Icy, his timing, Rushy shotgun as well. They've been super patient with OpTic Gaming. They just have not lost composure.
It feels like, to break it down even further, folks, Denial is hurting OpTic Gaming. They're corralling them right to where they want, and they push those advantages every time. Explosives, though, does get the headshot, and that was going to be against Franchise. The vocal leader of this team will be out of this one. Explosives has that toy, the Marksa, that he loves to use in his hands, and if he hangs out, wait, you need to be careful there. You got a guy getting a little overzealous, pushing up on him. 2 guys by the winch now, but Explosives is going to drop back and continue to apply more cover fire with this Marksa.
That's why he's so good with it. He put 4 shots on everybody.
Oh, sweet Lord.
He put shots on all 3 of those players.
Hit him with the Randy Orton.
This is an OpTic Gaming round. They're going to push in as a unit. That's 4 players tagged up that Marksa, and that's what Ribs was talking about. This is why OpTic Gaming loves this map so much, because he gets it done with that weapon.
You got to get through the wall. Not just the green wall, but the Marksa wall as well, because Explosives is so nasty with it. 5-4 Blaze.
Also, OpTic Gaming practicing for Ghost Gaming, knowing that this is going to be one of their favorite maps as well. So, you know, throughout your off season, if you know that you're going to see it, if you know that those Marksas are going to go down majority of the time, make sure you're always practicing in scrims with it, because you know it's going to come up. Start developing a strategy for your team around that weapon. Get comfortable with it, because in Mexico City, we're playing against some of the best players in the world.
Look at this crowd. All weekend long, this building has been packed.
Oh, Rushies, he loves that torque bow. Okay, Rushies loves all power weapons. Icy loves it. Franchise loves it. Actually, Rezik loves it. I don't know who loves it more. Actually, Fatal Strike may love it more than all of these guys, to be honest with you. But that torque bow is some damage is gonna be put out with that one. Gonna be following Denial for this round. On their weapon placement, we'll see if they can get that quick pick again.
Pressure is on for the green wall. OpTic Gaming, not a situation that they thought that they were going to be in here in this game. Mental, though, is going to go in for the quick pick. He managed to secure himself that torque bow, and he's going to run away.
You got to chase him.
Going to be on the move. Icy's on the move, but he gets some. Goodbye, Icy. deleted.
He knew that might happen because that's a. But at that point, you got to just respect the play and say, you know what? You just got to hit the shot at this point.
Mental is not missing with the torque bow. Rezik now in the battle. I believe that was Solars that he was looking at, and Rezik just dropping on the other side of the map, going to F, but he's going to run into Praise. Look at that crossfire. Nothing they could do. You got some guys coming off spawn, though. Maybe they can regain. Maybe they can get this control. Franchise could be the difference maker, but he's going to get whacked. He's going to get knocked down. Sleepy, your turn, 2 seconds. You're not going to be able to get past that, and that is going to be the round. We're all tied up here in Mexico. 5-5.
Wow, we see another round 13. Would that be a thing? You can see Explosives looking heated. Summons is such a nuisance on that winch. So you see Denial sending a lot of resources to fight him. Also on the flip end, Praise the Mental with the quick picks. Going in there trying to get that torque bow. Their deadly force up top at the 2-2. I want to see Denial send just one player to focus on summons, send 3 players up top to secure that bow, and then back up with that power weapon. Don't give too many of those resources to the winch because summons, man, 12 and 14. That's the most important fight on the map, and he's been winning it recently.
Let's look at the split now. Got 2 players, it seems like kind of what we've been seeing this entire time, and the usual suspects going after the Marksa. Mental once again gets the torque bow, and he's gone. He's gone, he gets it, and he's out of there. Praise recognizes that as well.
Also, Rushies Rushies is playing more towards the winch side, and he's not coming up towards E, so it could just be, you know, bad spawn allocation, so to speak, where you know, you got the front spawn of Denial going somewhere where the front spawn of OpTic isn't going, right? So, ooh.
Maybe you'll think twice about that one.
And actually, you know what? Summons and Rushes are the front spawn, so both front spawns are fighting that winch, but the second spawns and the third spawns are getting outplayed for Denial.
And the Marksa looking good. Mental, though, another one with the torque bow. Rezik has the incendiary nades as well. And the action is slowed down here quite a bit in round number 11.
So
Rezik is going to push into D now, Blaze.
The pinch.
Good pinch there. Good plays from Denial Esports. They're going to push this. OpTic Gaming, they got to try and get Icy out of there, and they do so.
2 down.
Not looking good for OpTic Gaming, but Denial Esports, they're loving it. They're feeling it. That's going to be a double.
They just need to decap this hill. They get the round. They get to match point. If they decap this hill, go to boy. Big fight coming up. Denial looking clean.
Can't get in there, and that is going to beat Denial at match point. 1 round away from sending OpTic Gaming to the losers bracket. This is where you got to focus up, Blaze, because OpTic Gaming, they have to have a game plan. Surely Ashes has thought about this situation in the past.
Man, I don't know. I'm not sure, because OpTic Gaming wins a lot. But Ashes is a very prepared coach. We're going to see down low. I believe the hammer burst went down. This team fight up top. It's been Rushies versus Summons on the winch. It's been Mental versus Franchise for the control over the power weapon up top. Mental has been getting the quick picks. He's been making the plays. We'll see if he can get it done again, or if it's going to be, we're going to be following Summons a little bit.
That battle by the winch, Summons versus Rushies.
Late smoke.
Summons going to win this one. Backs away. He's got Icy in front of him, and Icy's going to make him pay for dropping back now. Marks the shots too. You hear the bullets flying in.
And that's Explosives on a run. Getting chased down. Trying to connect with these shots.
Oh, and you know, he's so weak.
But
so
Icy
weak.
knowing he doesn't have to die there. Explosive trying to get the headshots, trying to get something.
No one's looking at him.
But Rushy regroups with Icy. 2v2 fight for the map most likely. And Denial wins that one. 3 players down of OpTic Gaming. Will Denial close it out? Here's the question. All up to Solars to defend it for OpTic. The pressure's coming in, G.
I don't know if OpTic Gaming are going to be able to do this, if they're going to be able to bring this one back to a round 13. OpTic don't have the bodies on the map to support. Summons, got to be
3 players
careful
there
here.
of OpTic.
They're going to be surrounding him any minute now.
The bow in Rushy's hands.
The incendiary nade goes out. Is Summons going to be the playmaker? He's going to get shut down. 4 seconds, 3 seconds, 2, and now Esports are going to the grand finals, and they defeat OpTic Gaming 2-0. You heard that right, folks. OpTic Gaming gets swept on their road to the losers bracket.
It's Championship Sunday, baby.
Franchise drops the headphones like he drops the mic after making a statement over OpTic Gaming. You know this is personal for Rushies, Franchise, Icy, Rezik, and Sleepy Time. And wow, the green wall is chipped away at here in our winners bracket finals. Fallout here joined once again with Ribs alongside Golden Boy and Blaze. Ribs, can you believe it? Your former teammates across the board besides Rezik,
Sure.
and you see them do it. How are you feeling right now, and what is going on right now on the minds of Denial Esports?
I feel like history is repeating itself. We're back in Mexico. We'll skip the second Mexico. The third time we're in Mexico City. Franchise takes out OpTic in winners finals. Now he just needs 2 more maps to be the second Mexico City champion.
And what
this guy, look how happy he is.
I haven't stopped clapping.
He's not done clapping, by the way, guys.
I haven't stopped clapping because that was a beautiful performance. Y'all need to understand how many events we've seen OpTic Gaming dominate Gears 4 Esports,
Yes.
okay? We've been trying to break it down. What's the secret to beating them? And Denial has finally found that. Understand that OpTic Gaming is the best team in Gears of War history, and Denial just went out there and showed them up.
But I'm not about to make you look like a genius, but I'm about to make you look like a genius because you called that 2-0, my friend, not just today, but before as well. And I have to tell you, the energy in the room is unbelievable. I look behind me, I see a sea of fans wearing their favorite Gears Esports swag. I look to my right, I see Ghost Gaming fans cheering on their favorite team. Beyond that, the 2v2 Nasher tournament is heating up. The energy in the room is unparalleled. This is Gears of War Esports, and this is the emergence of Gears of War in 2019. My name is Fallout, joined once again with Ribs, Golden Boy, Blaze, calling the action, and we are so thankful for y'all tuning in and enjoying the action from home. But for now, let's kick it over to the main stage where we have Franchise for an interview.
Okay, we have Franchise here. Let's give a round of applause to Denial. Now, Franchise, you are one of the most seasoned players here in the Gears in all of esports. You've been in this position before. What changed?
Honestly, a bunch of confidence. We were playing with a ton of confidence, a lot of teamwork, and it just worked out that way.
Now, I know you guys put in the work. You've been doing the homework. Do you feel that that played out today?
Yeah, I mean, this is the hardest working group. I've said that since day one, and we're proving it.
So now it's Championship Sunday. Y te lo voy a decir en español. ¿Hay algo que quieres decir a los fans de Denial?
Apóyanos que vamos a ganar este torneo.
Speaking Spanish, trying to regain some fans here because after beating OpTic, it's a rough situation. And Ghost, by the way.
He should, okay, let's be very clear here. He shouldn't have to regain any fans because if you're watching that game and you're not a fan of this Denial roster, you're crazy.
Well said.
What they did was ridiculous. The way they played was ridiculous. I think this team, they have the potential to go all the way, fellas.
And they have the potential to even be the next great thing to happen to Gears Esports.
That looked like Infinity versus Insanes up there. That looked like Infinity versus Insanes up there. That's how that felt.
That was an evolved version of that.
It really was.
The rivalry
I've been waiting for
runs
that for so long.
deep. I mean, deeper than Infinity versus Insanes ever did. It's crazy.